Welcome back to Sportsbook Review Videos. We split a pair of player prop picks on Thursday night of week number 3. Still 10, 5, and 2 in our player prop selections here. Heading into Sunday, week number 3, I have a couple of picks here that I think will improve our record even more through the first 3 weeks of the season. And we will start it off with Blaine Gabbert over under 215.5 passing yards at Bovada Sportsbook. This San Francisco quarterback, I know it's hard to believe that Blaine Gabbert is the San Francisco quarterback, considering we only hear about Colin Kaepernick these days and his silent form of protest. But yet, if the Seahawks finally figure things out here in this game, you have to think the game script's going to think that Blaine Gabbert is going to be playing from behind. However, I think still at 215 may be a little bit too high for his passing yards here in this one. Let's assume that the Seahawks defense and secondary is still pretty good for one. Even if Blaine Gabbert is throwing the football a ton in this game, there's a chance Seattle picks him off a little bit or holds him to a dink and dunk, which he's basically been the first 2 games. If it was not for a 75-yard Vance McDonald touchdown late in garbage time last week against the Carolina Panthers, Gabbert would have only completed 16 passes for 168 yards. The week before that, he completed 22 passes for only 170 yards. That is a very, very bad yards per attempt rate here for Blaine Gabbert through 2 weeks of the season. If it weren't for that long touchdown that the Panthers gave up last week, up 30 points or whatever they were. So, assuming that Gabbert is limited by the Seattle defense just a little bit here on the road in Seattle at CenturyLink, I have to think that under 215.5 passing yards for Gabbert is a pretty good play here to open up your player prop betting here. Now, Jarvis Landry is next up, over under 77.5 receiving yards here in this one. This one is pretty simple. Even though the Dolphins are down Arian Foster, I think they are going to use that to throw the ball a ton here against the Cleveland Browns. Ryan Tannehill already has attempted 74 passes through 2 weeks, and Cleveland has allowed almost 300 passing yards per game through 2 weeks of the season. I think Tannehill's chances of getting close to that number and subsequently leading to a Jarvis Landry overplay here at 77.5 yards is a pretty good one. I think 80 receiving yards is easily attainable here for Landry in this one, especially after he grabbed 135 yards last week against the New England Patriots. Obviously, in this game, you don't foresee Miami playing from behind, but I do foresee them throwing the ball a lot against this Browns secondary. Take the over here with Jarvis Landry at minus 120. That'll do it for me this time. Make sure you check out some of my team prop betting picks. We've been even better over on that side of things. Check those out and continue to tail me here for the winning week number 3. But until then, for Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.